Move over, kids. Today I want to talk Smash Brothers. I'm going to do one last who's can be in Smash Brothers before Tuesday's E3 drop, where Smash Brothers will be pretty much the main brunt of what Nintendo's talking about. So let's get right into it. Smash Brothers, it usually has a couple criterias. It's not set in stone. Sometimes they break the rules. Like, usually you want a strong pedigree, a character that's been around for a long time. But then every once in a while, someone like Bayonetta will jump in. Also, usually you don't have mature characters, but then every once in a while, someone like Bayonetta will jump in. It feels right. You can tell. It either feels right or it feels wrong when the right or wrong character gets picked or missed. So let's get right into it. Usually, one of the unspoken rules, unwritten rules of Smash Brothers is you're going to get some Mario and some Zelda characters added into the mix. So let's tackle Mario. For one, the first one I'm going to say Birdo. Birdo seems like she might be able to make it into the mix only because she is the counterpart, the female equivalent to Yoshi. Nintendo likes to do that a lot. They like to have the opposite, the equivalent to. And so maybe Birdo will make it. However, it's weird that Birdo actually in Super Mario 2 was a guy who cross-dressed, and now she's only a girl. And so I don't understand that. Plus, Yoshi seems to be the boy, and yet he lays eggs. Now that I think about it, this whole scenario is a little weird, but let's just move on. I don't think Birdo will really have a chance, though. So Captain Toad. Toad has been living in every single person's shadow. I mean, Captain Toad has lived in Luigi's shadow, and Luigi lives in the shadow of Mario's mustache. So Toad has been living in shadow upon shadows, and now with Captain Toad has finally broken out into his own character, and so I could see it make it. I could see him making it. And we don't even have to worry about Princess Peach's move where she actually pulls Toad out to block, because there's a lot of Toads. So we could have an actual Captain Toad and leave Princess Peach's move set alone. Captain Toad has been around since 1986, telling Mario the princess is in another castle, and now that he has his own personality, his own distinct weapons, he can have his own distinct moveset. Captain Toad, I think, is a great nomination to get into Smash Brothers. Might be a little of a fraidy cat character like Luigi, but who cares? We can use a little more humor in the Smash Brothers series. But on the flip side, I don't want the next character who's a little fraidy cat also, and Luigi's actual opposite, Waluigi, into Smash Brothers. I know I might be a minority on that because there are sections of the internet who love Waluigi. I am just lukewarm to the dude, but I think that a better character could be placed into Smash Brothers than Waluigi. He was never in a core game. I get it. He started off in Mario Tennis on the GameCube, and I hope he's shining in Mario Aces, but leave him out of Smash Brothers. I would prefer that, and I get it. Wario's in, so why not Waluigi? But if you think about it, Wario has had his own games. He has been the arch nemesis of Mario, typically in the GameCube game or the Game Boy games, but he was still canon to the Mario series. And the Wario that's in Smash Brothers is actually more the WarioWare, his own series, WarioWare, and not the big yellow Wario that we know. So let's just leave Waluigi out. And then the next one, I say, let's put Cappy in. Cappy is who? He's the hat with the eyes. Cappy should be in. And I know, well, let's just add Cappy to Mario, just put some eyeballs on the hat. Not so fast, actually, because Mario is a very standard, normal, run-of-the-mill, average character. And because he's Mario, any average player, any noob, might gravitate to Mario to learn the ropes before moving on, graduating to their actual main character. So Nintendo likes to keep Mario very, I don't know how to say it, but very normal, very, like, nothing flashy. And to put Cappy on Mario would make him very flashy. Imagine taking off the hat and spinning it kind of like Ness's telekinesis move. Or maybe, throwing it and jumping into Kirby, and now you're Kirby for 3 seconds. Man, I'll tell you what, if I could just possess somebody, I'm going to make them jump off the stage. And that probably won't happen. I don't even know how they would make that mechanic work, taking control of someone for 3 seconds, but who knows, maybe they will. And Cappy seems like he should be in it with the success of Mario Odyssey. Let's just make it kind of a separate character, like Mario and Cappy, and then there's just standard Mario. Kind of like they did with Dr. Mario. Get rid of Dr. Mario and put Mario and Cappy. So we have normal Mario and Mario and Cappy. Mario Odyssey Mario. Who cares what you call it? Moving on to Zelda. Usually we'll have a couple new Zelda characters as well. We're getting Breath of the Wild Link, and that will be interesting because Breath of the Wild Link doesn't have the hookshot. He never got the hookshot in the game, and the hookshot has been part of Link's arsenal for a very, very long time, since N64. So does that mean we're going to get the Ocarina of Time Link and Breath of the Wild Link, or Skyward Sword Link, or Twilight Princess Link, any of those links? And then will we keep Toon Link in, or will Toon Link be our second Link? Who knows? And Toon Link, he had a grappling hook, he didn't have a hook shot. So who knows what they're going to do there, but I would be interested to see. I hope they don't give Breath of the Wild Link extra weapons that he didn't actually have. I would understand if they did, but I just hope they don't. Midna and Wolf Link, I think, would be great fits. They are perfect. They fit the bill, in my opinion. Yeah, they might have only been in one game, but I don't know. She seems like she fits and would be great. And besides, it's Link. It's Twilight Princess Link, technically. That is Link. He just happens to be a wolf at that moment. So let's put Wolf Link and Midna and her giant hand coming out of her head. I think they would be a great fit. Going back to Breath of the Wild, I hope they don't put Zelda in it, the Breath of the Wild Zelda. I see Zelda as a very regal character, the one with the dress. You can put Sheik in it again. I prefer Sheik and Zelda as one character who could turn into each other at will. But if you want to separate them, that's fine. But let's not put Breath of the Wild Zelda in, because she was actually fairly weak. She did not get powerful until the last moment when Link fell, and she basically, it was do or die time for her in Hyrule. So she jumped in Ganon's head for 100 years. And that's when she got all her power. So for the most part, I don't see her being a good character in Smash Brothers, Breath of the Wild Zelda. But if you want to add a Zelda, let's put Tetra in. Tetra from Wind Waker, she was a pirate. She discovered that she was Zelda halfway through. She would be a very good fit. Had that sass appeal. I heard there was a rumor that Nintendo wanted to add more females. So there you go. Midna, Tetra, there you go. Birdo too, I guess. And then we could talk the champions. If you could add 2 of the champions were chicks, so we could do that too. I definitely see a champion making it, but I would be surprised if all 4 champions made it. I don't know who I would like. The champions are weird. They're very weird. I love that jerk. I love the jerk Rivali. I think Minfa is a sweetheart. Urbosa, though, there's just something attractive about her confidence. And then, of course, Daruk is someone you want to go to the bar with and get into a bar fight with. They just all have something that is unique and lovable, except for Rivali, but that is what's lovable for me about Rivali, the fact that he's just a huge, gigantic jerk. And let's move on. Tingle. I talked about Tingle in that other one. I want Tingle in. He's a weird dude. Now, this dude is a weird dude. He is the guy you don't want to be stuck with in a blackout on an elevator, because this dude, he's just creepy and he's weird. But I'll tell you what, he's grown on me over the years, and I want to see him in. Hyrule Warriors was able to make him into an excellent fighter, so let's put Tingle in. I think he deserves it, and he has 3 actual games. Believe it or not, Tingle has 3 games. 2 are exclusive to Japan, and 1 other is a Japan and European. America did not get it. I guess we don't like that creepy factor. And then Skull Kid. I don't know. Skull Boy seems like very on the edge. He was only in one Zelda game, Majora's Mask, but to me, it kind of seems like he doesn't fit. However, if they put him in, I could see it as well, and I wouldn't be that upset because he would have an excellent moveset. He wouldn't have a sword, and he would be fun to really play. He's kind of a crazy, kooky character, and you know what? N64 kids are now the people with the buying power, and they fondly remember Majora's Mask. In fact, I talk to a lot of people nowadays. They put Majora's Mask as the number 1 Zelda. Well, maybe the number 2, but before Breath of the Wild, it was the number 1 Zelda. So it's crazy. There's a June bug flying around, so pardon me if I'm looking around. It's like kind of bugging me. Went through my air conditioner unit, and so but Skull or Skullboy, I think, could be a possible good fit for the game. Then we have some indie games that we could talk about. Indie games, there's Undertale, that was thrown around. It's coming out on the Nintendo Switch really soon. I think it's too soon, though, for Undertale to be in the actual game. There's Runner. Runner 3 just came out on the Switch, or it's coming out, and he kind of looks like a punching bag with legs and arms and a visor, and he basically runs. It's a running game. He would be an okay fit if they had to do indies, and I bring him up because in Smash Brothers for the Wii U 3DS, he was actually a trophy. Nintendo wanted to show their love for indies, and they made that dude the trophy. So the fact that he was a trophy means he could quite possibly, make the jump. And then there's Dylan. Dylan is like a Western armadillo guy, and he rolls around. I've played 2 of his games. There's another one that just came out on 3DS. Nintendo seems to like this guy a lot. They showcase him whenever they're talking their indies, and he would be a great fighter. He would be a good addition. And then, of course, the most indie of all indie games right now is Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight, he looks the part, he feels the part. I say let's just get him in right away. There's even an amiibo for Shovel Knight. Let's get him in right away. Let's jump back to some noobs, some Nintendo noobs we could throw in. A lot of people want Ridley from the Metroid series. I think Ridley's just too big to be in. It would be like kind of saying, well, now you can play with Giga Bowser. I just don't think Ridley should be in because of his size. We could do Lana from Hyrule Warriors. Lana has a book of spells, and she just shoots it. She's from the Hyrule Warrior series, which is a spin-off of Zelda, but it's not canon. So, I don't know, she seems like she would be a good fit for this game, because, I mean, Hyrule Warriors was a fighting game, and this is a hack and slash, and this is a fighting game. You could pretty much do the same moveset, but she's just too unknown for me. I don't think Lana or Sia, her evil counterpart, should be a Springman, the guy with the springs from ARMS. ARMS is going to be around for a while. I think that's a no-brainer. ARMS will be in there. Also, Splatoon, they're automatically, the Inklings are in. We saw them. They've already been spoiled, so I'm not even going to bring them up. Let's get in King Hippo from the Punch-Out series. Punch-Out for a minute there, back in the 80s, was right up there with Zelda and Mario. Punch-Out never got its own series. Now, King Hippo was actually in the Captain N cartoon, but other than that, Little Mac never got his own cartoon. But if you took that away, all the merchandise, he's got it. There were mittens. I just got some mittens. Here we go. These mittens were just discovered, actually. These mittens were just discovered. Somebody was hoarding them, and they died, and then someone bought them, and then I got to the buyer, and the buyer had Link, Mario, and Little Mac all on the gloves. And I went back, and I look at a lot of stuff, and usually Little Mac has representation in all merchandise that Mario and Link did back in the day. He was just a little under. There's some backpacks with Mario and Link on it without Little Mac. But I'm telling you, there's tons of Little Mac merchandise out there. And I just think that Nintendo, if they just poured a little more love into it, the franchise, we could get Punch-Out to be one of the pillars, once again, of Nintendo. And so let's get King Hippo in. And then there's Isaac from the Golden Sun series. I actually haven't played Golden Sun, but I know of Golden Sun. He's been around forever, and he has a following. It does add another sword to the mix, but who cares? Isaac, I think, fits the bill. Classic Nintendo character. Let's get Isaac in. Here's a couple returns that I was thinking about we might get. Wolf from the Star Fox series. I don't care. He comes in, he comes out. I don't really care. If it means bringing in King Hippo, then I say keep Wolf out. Snake, though, I want Snake back in. I don't know. I just really love the tough, gruff Snake in Smash Brothers. I laughed when I heard he was coming to the Wii version, and I just hope he comes. And Metal Gear, there is rumors that Metal Gear is coming to the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it'll be a remaster, a re-release, but hey, if Konami is willing to do that, then maybe we can get Snake in for some cross promo. Konami's all about the money. Hey, let's bring Snake in. Ice Climbers, I hope Ice Climbers come back. I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't think they have the pedigree. They were really only on one Nintendo game back in the day, and then they got a re-release on the Game Boy Advance, and that was pretty much it until GameCube. I didn't even know who they were. But the fact that they were in Melee makes me just want them back. And the reason why they were kind of brushed off was because the 3DS could not handle the possibility of 8 people playing Ice Climbers, which in essence would make 16 characters on the stage at one time. So they had to ixnay it because they really wanted the Wii U and the 3DS to be almost the same with the exception of artwork. So this is only for the Switch now, so let's get the Ice Climbers back. Then there's Pokemon. Typically, there's going to be 6 Pokemon. I think there'll be 6 Pokemon from now on because when you're playing the actual game, you can hold up to 6 Pokemon. So I think 6 Pokemon is a good number to hit for a Smash Brothers. I think they're going to change them out. We'll probably keep Pikachu, we'll probably keep Charizard, and we'll probably keep Mewtwo. Other than that, the next 3 will probably be switched out. Who knows who they'll be. Maybe they'll keep Lucario and Greninja. I don't know. But whatever that is. And then Fire Emblem, I hope they keep Roy. I hope they keep Marth. Those are the 2. Marth started it all, and Roy is your GameCube Wii version. And I guess maybe throw in someone from Awakenings, because Awakenings seems to be when the series really took off in America. And then let's just throw in the guy, whoever is going to be in the next Fire Emblem, let's throw him in also. But we don't need 7 or 8 Fire Emblem characters. But hey, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. So let's move on now to just random third-party people. I got a list. I got a crazy list. Bomberman and Bonk are 2 that I threw in on my last one. I think they meet the criteria of nostalgic. Bonk, he's kind of been forgotten. Bonk would kind of be like your Duck Hunt Rob character, a forgotten hero of the past, a ghost from the past returning, and that very small fan base who knows who he is will be like, whoa, and then everybody under 30 will have to Wikipedia him. But I say let's throw in Bonk. Let's add Bonk to the mix. A big-headed caveman boy. Let me make sure my audio is running. My batteries are about to die, so I gotta talk fast. Bomberman, been around forever, and hey, you know what? Bomberman was one of the first games launched. It was one of the 7 games launched on the Switch. A lot of love there, a lot of respect for Bomberman coming to the Switch early on. So let's get Bomberman in, and he would be a great character, throwing bombs at everybody. Why not? Monster Hunter, this is a sore spot because Monster Hunter World is not on the Nintendo Switch. But I'll tell you what, Capcom's Monster Hunter has been on the 3DS and has shown Nintendo a lot of love. And we're actually even getting a Monster Hunter come August. So let's throw in the Monster Hunter dude. That would be a cool one to add into the mix. I hope we keep the Xenoblade characters, going back a little, I hope we keep Xenoblade characters in. We can update it if we want, but I hope they stay. Crash Bandicoot. Crash is like probably the most obvious of all the choices. He would complete like the mascot. He would complete the mascot, hierarchy within. For a while, he was like the mascot of PlayStation, but now he's been on all parties, and the trilogy is coming. It was a year-timed exclusive on the PlayStation, and now it can be anywhere you want. Thanks EPS 5000 for correcting me on that information a long time ago. But Crash seems like he could be added right in, no problem, fits the bill, and I would love to see Sonic, Crash, Mario, and Mega Man duking it out. Speaking of Mega Man, let's get in one of his enemies. And Mega Man always has enemies, not including Dr. Wily. If you want to put Dr. Wily in, put Dr. Wily in. Let's put Dr. Wily in, but let's get at least one of his robot. Cutman, Grassman, Bubbleman, Waterman, Fireman, Hurricane Man. I don't know. Let's get one other Mega Man villain in. I would also like Sora. Sora from the Kingdom Hearts series. I get it. We're probably not going to get Kingdom Hearts 3 on the Nintendo Switch. But you know what? Final Fantasy VII never made it to a Nintendo product, and we got Cloud. So why can't we get Sora? Sora seems to fit the bill. He seems like a great Nintendo character who's not a Nintendo character. He's been around forever. I'm still a little bitter that Kingdom Hearts 3 did not come out on the PlayStation 3, because that's what I bought my PlayStation 3 for 3 years after the fact, but I still bought it for the hopes of Kingdom Hearts, and now I don't want to buy PlayStation 4. But, I digress. Let's get Sora in. Sora would be great. Gives you a sword, but not a sword, a Keyblade. Then, I heard rumors that Microsoft might be in this. Microsoft and PlayStation have this funny... They always talk about Nintendo in this weird way. They always actually praise Nintendo. They're all like, oh, we love Nintendo. And that's like... It just shows how awesome Nintendo is. Their enemies love them. And they're always like, we hope nothing but the best. Well, Microsoft actually has said that there's rumors, and Rare Studios, which is owned by Microsoft, has said they're willing to loan out their characters. So Banjo-Kazooie, which had a big presence in the N64 era, they could be an easy fit. I actually never played them, but for the fans, I hope they actually make the fit. I don't think Crocker's Bad Fur Day, though. I know I said about mature characters, but let's just leave him out. But we could also... What if we got Halo, Master Chief? Wouldn't that be insane? I just don't see that one happening, but wouldn't that be insane? It would be insane. Or, here's someone I think should be in here. The Minecraft guy. He's owned by Microsoft, but I really think the Minecraft guy, he hasn't been around a long time, but every single person in the world knows him. I've actually never even played Minecraft. I might buy it when it comes for the physical coming out soon, but I've actually never played it, but even I have known who he is for the longest time. Everybody knows the Minecraft dude. So he would be a great fit. And if Microsoft is open to lending characters, let's put him in. And besides, he's on anything anyways. Microsoft hasn't exclusived the Minecraft. In fact, they keep pushing it on everybody. Spyro, I forgot to say, Spyro would be another good choice if we're talking about mascots. Spyro the Dragon, kind of lately he's been more in the Skylander series, but he's actually started coming out of that and getting his own games again. And I feel that the Spyro remaster is going to actually be coming out on the Nintendo Switch. There was an accidental post on the England, the Great Britain Nintendo website about Spyro. Then it was quickly taken off. So I think E3 is the time. They probably wanted to... I'm thinking maybe Spyro will make it into Smash Brothers, and that's why they wanted to do kind of like a 1-2 punch with him, saying, oh yeah, we're getting the game, and boom, he's in Smash Brothers. Let's go on to the Rabbids. Mario and Rabbids, Battle Kingdom, whatever that was called. That's an Ubisoft game. It was like the surprise hit of last year. Well, Rabbids have been around for a long, long time, and I think let's get them in Smash Brothers now, especially with the combo of Mario and Rabbids game, Kingdom Battle, that's what the name was. Let's get them all in. Let's get them in. You know what? This is a party. Let's bring in everybody. I just want everybody in. I want to fight every single person. And Rayman from Rayman Legends. Rayman seems like he should have been in last time. He's just a perfect fit. He would be a nightmare to make an amiibo of, but Rayman has that family friendliness and awesome quality gameplay. Let's get him in there. Simon Belmont. I don't know why Simon's not in already. I don't know why he's not in. And it goes back to Konami. If Konami will give us Snake, give us Simon. Please give us Simon. He's the guy with the whip and he fights vampires. He was in Captain N. He was a mainstay back in the 1980s with Nintendo. I thought he was a first-party Nintendo character. That's how well he fits. So I hope Simon actually makes it into this Smash Brothers. Then Sonic, I say let's add a couple Sonics. Let's add Shadow, Knuckles, maybe even Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik. Let's throw a couple extra Sonic people in. The war is over. Mario won, and he has extended the olive branch in the Sonic Mario Olympic Games. Let's get a couple more Sonic characters over. Knuckles would be a good choice. I think, did I say Knuckles? Maybe Tails. I don't know. Let's get a couple more in. And then, finally, maybe Doom. Could you imagine the Doom character? He would be cool. Let's get one more mature character to round out our Snake, our Bayonetta, and Doom. I mean, hey, Bethesda, I have a hard time saying that word, sorry. Bethesda, I would love to get someone from Bethesda in. They've shown so much love and support to Nintendo. I say let's get one of their characters, and I think Doom would be the character to do it. Gotta be careful though, of course. You don't want a lot of guns or anything in, but I mean, hey, Doom character versus Samus. I would pay to see that. And then Shantae. That's a weird one to end on, but Shantae, she's been a platformer. She's been around since the Game Boy. She's actually one of the rarest Game Boy games there is, and she's been on the Wii U. I mean, if you've been on the Wii U, you are showing support. If if you ever had a game on the Wii U or you were part of the first year of the Nintendo Switch, that means your publisher, your creator actually loves Nintendo, and that right there, you just deserve a spot. Plus, she has the pedigree. I think she'd make a great character. She could use her hair as a weapon. I don't know, actually. I've never played the Shantae game, but she has that. She's well known enough. She's well known enough to make the cut. And was there one more? I don't know. I don't know if there's any more. There's probably like a billion more. Miss Pac-Man actually would be a great pick for me. I prefer all Miss Pac-Man games over Pac-Man. So if we could choose, I would totally dig Miss Pac-Man. But that's just me. And you know what? Let's throw her in. She was iconic. She was definitely iconic. I wonder if Paulina's going to make it from the Mario series. Now that she was singing, maybe she'll make it into Mario. Anyways, so Smash Brothers come out. Did I forget anyone? Did I forget someone? I just ran down a ton of people. This video is probably like 30 minutes long, so if I miss someone, I would love to know. I cannot wait for E3. E3's on Tuesday. Can you believe it? E3 is on Tuesday. We are going to find out everything, and it's gonna be a great day. It is good to be alive right now. It is good to be a Nintendo fan. So it is dangerous to go alone. Please share this with a friend. I will be streaming live on Twitch. Move over, kids, on Twitch, and then I'll instantly post my live reactions here on Tuesday as well. So there you have it. There's my Smash predictions. It is dangerous to go alone. Please share this with a friend. Have a great day.